Hello, and welcome back to Become That Girl Society, the space where we don't just glow up, we wise up. Here, we talk about the mindset shifts, level up strategies, and real life examples that help you become the woman you were always meant to be. Reminder that the lessons in this series are going to be expanded upon with more guidance in my upcoming book, Never Settle for Average: 15 Rules of High Achieving Women, which will be on sale when the series is done. Keep following for more details. So let's talk about why you should be discerning when taking on constructive criticism. Never take constructive criticism from those who have constructed nothing. In a world full of opinions and unsolicited advice, one of the greatest skills a woman can develop is discernment. Being able to take constructive criticism is an important trait, but not everyone who critiques you deserves your attention, and not all critique comes from a good and genuine place. Not every comment is valid. Not every voice has earned the right to speak into your vision. And that's why this mindset shift is so crucial. There are people who have never built a single thing in their lives, no brand, no business, no bold decisions, yet feel entitled to tell you how to build yours. People who have never risked, sacrificed, or shown up consistently for anything meaningful, yet somehow have all the answers about how you should live, lead, and love. That ends today. There's a difference between feedback and noise. Not all feedback is created equal. There is feedback that's rooted in care, experience, and truth. And there is feedback that's rooted in insecurity, projection, and ignorance. One is meant to refine you. The other is meant to distract or diminish you. Knowing the difference is what separates empowered women from people pleasers. Feedback is helpful when it comes from someone who has walked the path you're on or something similar, understands the risks involved in growth and evolution, offers insight, not judgment, delivers critique with respect, not condescension. But if someone has never stepped out of their comfort zone, never led anything, never failed forward, never built what you're building, what are they really offering you? Critique without experience is just noise dressed up as advice. We live in the era of armchair experts. People who have read 2 articles, watched a few Instagram reels, or scrolled through half of someone else's journey and suddenly feel qualified to dissect your life decisions. But they've never launched anything, led anyone, or sustained success. They haven't walked the fire. They haven't made the sacrifices. They haven't felt the fear and still moved forward. And yet, they always have something to say. The truth? Criticism is cheap. Creation is costly. It's easy to sit on the sidelines and analyze what the woman in the arena is doing wrong. It's easy to offer theories when you've never had to face reality. But only those who know the weight of responsibility should be allowed to comment on how you carry it. Projection is not wisdom. Many times, what people label as constructive criticism is actually unhealed insecurity. It's projection. It's them trying to make sense of their fear of showing up by making you question why you are. When someone tells you you're too ambitious, too bold, too confident, or doing too much, what they're really saying is, you're doing what I'm afraid to do. They want to keep you small, not because they're evil, but because your elevation threatens their stagnation. Your movement reminds them of their stillness. Your courage reveals their complacency. And instead of rising with you, they try to talk you down. That's not wisdom. That's wounded energy. So stop internalizing criticism from people who haven't done the inner or outer work to build anything real. If they've never shown up for their own dreams, they don't get to dissect yours. Look at the fruit, not the volume. When someone offers critique, ask yourself, what have they built? What have they overcome? What does their life reflect? Because it's not about how loud they are. It's about what kind of fruit they're producing. If their relationships are chaotic and unhealed, why would you take relationship advice from them? If they've never led anything, why would you take leadership advice? If they've never taken financial risks or built wealth, why would you let them comment on your money mindset or goals? We've got to start doing better about vetting voices. Not every opinion deserves access to your mind. Just because someone is older doesn't mean they're wiser. Just because someone is louder doesn't mean they're correct. Just because someone is close to you doesn't mean they're capable of guiding you. You don't need more noise. You need alignment. Feedback should come from builders. Feedback comes best from people who have built something meaningful. Builders understand the weight of vision. They know how lonely the path can be. They know the risk of failing in public, of starting over, of showing up scared. They know how hard it is to stay focused when life is loud and unpredictable. So when a builder gives you feedback, they're not talking at you. They're speaking with you from experience, empathy, and evidence. You feel the difference. It doesn't come with shame. It comes with support. It doesn't belittle you. It builds you. It doesn't mock your ambition. It mirrors it. Those are the voices you listen to. Those are the people you allow to help shape your decisions and refine your process, not the ones who've watched from a distance but never dared to step in. Silence the unqualified. You don't owe everyone access to your process. Your growth, your journey, your elevation, it's not up for public vote. You get to say, thank you, but I'm not taking feedback on this from someone who's never done it. I respect your opinion, but I'm building something you've never built, so I'm trusting my intuition and mentors. I'm not available for critiques from people who haven't created. And guess what? That's not rude. It's responsible. Your energy is a resource. So is your attention. You can't keep entertaining commentary from people who aren't in the arena with you. Let them talk. Let them speculate. Let them judge. Your only job is to keep building what they were too afraid to start. Here's what's wild. The more you succeed, the more criticism you'll attract from people who aren't even qualified to speak your name. And if you're not grounded in who you are, you'll start to let those voices shake your confidence. But remember this. You don't need the approval of the crowd when you've been called to the throne. You know your calling. You know your purpose. You know how hard you've worked, how many times you've had to rebuild, how many nights you've doubted yourself but still got up and tried again. So no, you're not taking criticism from spectators. You're not making room for side commentary. You're not editing your destiny based on someone's fear-based opinion. You're listening to wisdom, not noise. You're aligning with mentors, not mockers. You're filtering feedback like a woman who values her vision and protects it accordingly. Build and be unbothered. At the end of the day, your life is your construction site, and every project under construction needs boundaries. You are the architect of your future, so take feedback, but only from fellow builders, from those who know the struggle, the sweat, and the sacrifice, from those who see your vision and want to help you sharpen it, not shame it. Everyone else, let them watch. Because in the end, those who criticized you without building anything themselves will one day walk through the empire you created and wonder how you did it. And you'll know the answer. You stopped listening to them. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below, share it with your bestie, and don't forget to subscribe for more video. And as always, keep shining.